All right, we back, y'all. Welcome back to the Backcourt Connection. Got your host here, Marquis Teague. I'm tapped in today. How you feeling? I got my boy D Lamb next to me. How you feeling today, bro?
What's good, y'all? Let's talk, y'all.
And we got a real special guest,
Facts.
South Central legend, two-time NBA All-Star, California real deal legend. One of my favorite point guards, man.
Facts.
Baron Davis. Appreciate you for tapping in with us today, bro.
Appreciate it, my dogs.
What's good,
Legends.
OG?
Ain't nothing, man. You know what I mean? Big fans. Big fans of the backcourt. You know,
Damn,
what y'all
facts.
accomplished. You know what I mean? Y'all legacy. You know what
Appreciate
I'm
you.
saying?
Nah, I
Hell
appreciate
yeah.
that. We gonna start it off.
D Lamb over there looking like Tony Yayo. But all right, man, let's start.
Yeah.
I know you got
Yo, BD, that hairstyle you got right there is kind of crazy though, but
Come on,
we gonna
man.
get to
This
that
is
later.
Hey,
Hairline,
bro,
go bald.
I had to cut my dreads. I had to cut my dreads. I'm going lower. I'm about to go bald.
You should have went,
Come
yeah,
here,
go like high
bald
school
head.
days. Like high school days, low
Yeah,
Caesar, bald head. Bald head
I'm
in high
about
school is
to.
crazy though.
I'm about to. What's your hair look like?
I'm gonna get my hair done. Don't worry, it's there.
Yeah, that don't look right, bro. That ain't the right. That ain't. You know what I mean?
That ain't
It's
it.
like putting on the right hat. You know what I mean?
He
It's
said, "Why you look like Tony Yayo?"
Yo, tell him take his hat off though.
Chill.
He did
I look
with
like
you.
him.
He was like,
like, let me see what you working
My
with.
shit like yours.
Yeah.
It's cool
Hey,
though.
Teague got the Luigi mustache though. You know what I mean? He like
He
the
know
black
jokes.
nah,
Luigi.
he started
Hey,
early.
hey, you and your brother like Mario and Luigi. Hey, bro, I ain't even. Hey,
It's cool,
hey,
bro. Hey, we
hey.
gonna get to that waist trainer
Yo,
in a minute. Don't
All
worry.
right, man.
yo, we
All
gonna,
right.
yo.
Let's get serious. Let's
Yo,
talk
so
hoop,
listen.
man.
Now we gonna get into it. So we know you a McDonald American. Mook is. I am. I know you had a great players in your class. Metal World Peace, Lamar Odom, Elton Brand, Jason Collins. Pause.
Bro.
Tell me about that
Sick
experience.
reference.
Hey, man.
Nah, tell me about the experience though. And you won the dunk contest too. That was kind of crazy.
Yeah, man. I beat Kenny Gregory in the dunk contest. Shout out to Larry Hughes.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Meta World Peace. He was Ron Artest in. Who else was in the game?
Elton
I don't
Brand,
think
Lamar
Lamar
Odom.
Odom played.
Mm-hmm.
Tracy McGrady made it. He didn't play. You know what I'm
Got
Damn.
some
saying?
killers though. Damn.
Shane Battier. We had some kid. We had some big time people. I mean, dudes that we wind up getting, drafted in the same class. You know what I
Right.
mean? So I think that McDonald, Deion Glover, he was there. Brendan Haywood, he was there.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah, we had some dogs. We had some dogs. I'm missing a lot.
Yeah.
I'm missing a lot. Anthony Perry, Kenny Gregory, Larry
Mm-hmm.
Hughes, Ryan Humphreys. We had some dogs. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
facts.
But it was dope to like also get drafted with some of the same dudes,
Nah,
Yeah.
right?
facts.
Like Meta, being able to get drafted with him, like Elton. Elton go one, I go three. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's tough.
We all in the lottery. We all taking pictures together. It's like dudes you about to battle with for the rest of your life. So you might as well get to know them. You know what I mean? And
Nah, facts.
you see somebody like from Ron Artest to Meta World Peace and the evolution of him and what he stand for and what he stand on is just an incredible journey. And that's why I'm a fan. I always say I'm a fan first because it's
Facts.
hard to do what we do, and a lot of times we go without being able to appreciate the people that we should be appreciating. You know what I mean? Hold on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
Now you good.
He just,
You know what I mean? Hey, bro, it's Thanksgiving. People cleaning
nah,
up.
yeah.
Now I already
The
know. I
house
thought
smell like,
something burning in the house.
nah, hell no. That shit smell like a
Now
sweet
the way you
potato
ran out, the
pie.
sun was
It
on
smell like
fire.
sweet potato pie. Nah,
Facts.
it
It's
was
that
it was
time.
the cleaning. They was cleaning.
Nah, you
So
good.
I didn't want to mess up your audio.
Now
Nah,
you
you
good. You
good, bro.
good.
Nah, I know after McDonald's you go to college. You get all the open gym runs and all that. We had a legendary run at Kentucky during the lockout. We had Bron there, KD, shit, James Harden, Russell Westbrook. It was popping, bro. You name it. I heard about a big open gym run you was a part of, bro, playing against Kobe Bryant, the young Kobe. How did that go? Who got the best? Who got the best of each other in that one?
It wasn't so much like who got the best of each other. We was just kind of going at it.
Facts.
It was like right after the airball year.
Yeah.
When you airballed his rookie year, you know, and everybody was kind of like, LA was cool because it was like, yo, he took the shots. You know, it was just like a lot of controversy around it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because we didn't really know Kobe. Nobody really kind of knew Kobe because he was young and he was just in the league. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So we at UCLA and our team is practicing. Well, not practicing, getting some run in, open. And, you know, we had dudes like J.R. Henderson, Jelani McCoy, Chris Johnson. They coming off national championship. And, you know, we in the Wooden Center and it's cracking. Like we already cracking. You know what I mean? This is like the time. This wasn't the time that all the pros was there because all the pros was, you know, pretty much the season was over. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So dudes was like, we was in the Wooden Center. Usually in the men's gym, that's when you get all the pros and dudes going at it. But this story was like the Wooden Center. And Kobe come in, bro. And it's like, all right, well, I got to be on the opposite team. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got to be on the opposite team. Yeah, I got to catch that fade somehow, some way. You know what I mean? And the thing with me and Kobe was like, I was always looking for the fade. You know, because that's just how we get down in LA. You know what I mean? Like what your ones, you know, like what your ones look like. Can you get down? So anytime I seen Kobe, it was always like, man, you know you
check
can't
ball.
Nah, fact.
You know what I mean?
That's tough.
But this day, so I check on the other team. But Kobe, for some reason, he had his eyes set on Toby Bailey. You know, and Toby Bailey, you know, incredible career at UCLA. You know, he was preseason All-American and all that. Man, and I don't know what it was, bro, but that man was mad for some reason.
He was killing
that Mamba shit.
Oh, my God. Duh, he was doing whatever the hell he wanted to do. Like, it wasn't even like nobody else was. Like, you had to go do something, you know what I mean, or make a play on your own to be recognized, because all eyes was on Kobe, bro. I was over there.
Kobe.
Tight, you know what I mean? Because we was balling too.
Yeah.
But I was tight because he was just destroying us. Anybody who was guarding him, but specifically, like him and like I don't know what it was, but he kind of had it out for Toby. Now Toby was getting buckets too. You know what I mean? But the shit Kobe was doing, 360 dunks, reverse dunks, you know what I mean? Picking up full. I was like, yo, man, what's wrong with you, dog? Are you okay? Like,
that's cool.
You know what I mean?
He was on some Mamba shit.
Always, bro.
Yeah.
Always. And then another time when I got hurt, you know, I tore my ACL, so I couldn't come back yet. So I think I probably about a month and a half out. You know what I mean? And if you ever tore your ACL or knee, you know how that shit is. And it was the lockout year. Yeah. You know what I mean? And we practiced in UCLA. And so I can get in, you know, on some of the drills, but like contact shit, 3-on-3, now you gotta get off the court. You know what I mean? That shit weak. I'm over there tight on the bike, right? Kobe walking the Pauley Pavilion with his trainer. You know, and you know when you're in the arena practicing, like, you know, all the stadium seats, you know, the bleachers is back, so it's all courts. So man, I'm watching him, and he walked past. You know what I mean? He walked behind. What up, Cole? What's up, dog? Like, I guess it's cool that he got to, you know, he going to go get some shots on the other court, right? On the other court, on the side court. We on the main court. So practice keep going and shit, and I'm on the bike, you know. So I stand up. I see he over there getting some shots. You know what I mean? And I went through his stretching or whatnot, and he just like shooting, going to get the ball, shooting, going to get the ball. So, bro, I'm lightweight, like slow motion moonwalking on the other side of the court. Hey, bro, I'm like looking at the coaches, looking at Kobe, looking at the coaches. You know what I mean? I'm like, man, let me go I'm gonna go rebound for Kobe since I ain't doing shit. So I get over there, I'm rebounding for him. You know, he just shooting, rebounding. We just talking shit. You know what I mean? It's cool. And like he was hella funny too. You know what I mean? Like he was just like what you think about so and so? Oh, like, that for a week. You know what I mean? Like he was just like, bro, yeah. Kobe was hella funny too. You know what I mean? Like you couldn't. You know, he was witty. You know what I mean? So I'm just throwing on the ball and shit. He asked when I'm coming back, and I'm like, man, let me throw you the ball, close out. So I throw the ball, kind of close out, let him do his little side step. You know what I mean? My coach over there, like, hey, you all right? I'm like, yeah, man, yeah, I'm just doing this. You know what I mean? I toss him the ball again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Close out. You know, give him a slide. You know, just so he can, you know, pull up, doing his little routine. Then, bro, I say after about the 8th time, I was like, fuck that. I'm about to guard this dude. I'm about to see if I can guard him. I wasn't thinking about the ACL or nothing. I just started guarding him. And then next thing you know, it just turned into like a full on, like 1-on-1.
Yeah.
And all the players on the UCLA team practice stopped. They was like, oh, they really over here getting down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who won the matchup?
He won. He backed me down.
Yeah.
That's why he backed me down. All he did was back me down. You know what I mean?
He going crazy back down, crazy.
Oh man, he went to the power game. I ain't had no muscles. You know what I mean? I was just lifting, starting to get strong. He said, "Okay, I'm gonna stop playing with you. I'm just gonna back you down."
Now, when you
And so, you know, to him, he probably was like, "Man, I treated him like a kid." To me, it was like, "Hey, bro, I need that fade again. That wasn't cool." You know what I mean? That wasn't cool.
You know.
Yeah.
But it was fun though. I was getting him, but you know, my knee wasn't really. I couldn't. I wasn't strong enough. You know what I mean? That's when I realized, like, okay, I need to really get strong.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In order to play in the league, because, you know, this dude is different. He had different strength. You know what I mean? He wiry strong. You know what I mean? This is different than college weightlifting and shit like that. So after that, bro, I was kind of like, that motivated me to just, man, I gotta get to this league. You know what I mean?
No, facts.
Now I feel like after you tore your ACL, I feel like you came back more athletic, bro. Like I don't know, that shit was crazy. What was that process like?
Crazy.
Yeah, what was that process like? What was you going through, bro, to get back right?
Man, I kind of fell on some hard times. I had gained like 40 pounds. I was just like, fuck it, man. Like everybody kept telling me at the time, like, nobody comes back from an ACL surgery. It's over. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, man, I'm in school. Like, I ain't gonna make it to the league. Like, damn, what else I'm about to do? You know what I mean? So it was just started exploring. You know what I mean? Just started exploring. Moved off campus. Got back in LA mix and was like not really like taking care of myself. You know what I mean? And so like I hit that little wall in Coach Spence. My coach, I remember he coming to my apartment, man. He cussed me out and said I was a waste of talent and shit, and I wasn't even giving myself. And if I wanted to be committed, I'd show up at the UCLA pool at 5 o'clock in the morning. I was like, man,
5 in the morning.
Hey, man, get the hell out of my apartment, dog. Like,
nah, for real.
Like, don't you see I'm hurt? Get out of my apartment. You know, bro, I showed up the next day at 5 o'clock. And I got in the pool and I couldn't swim.
What?
Hey, bro, I couldn't swim to save my life. You feel me? And I used to have to go to the pool every day. But the beauty was I couldn't really swim, so I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. So I was burning so many calories. And then my teammates, you know what I mean? They was like, okay, like BD on, you know what I mean? Like BD trying to get right. Then Earl showed up, you know, Ray Young, all these Matt Boy, all these fools, they know how to swim and shit. And you know what I mean? It's just started making me catch up. And then that kind of like motivated me to get back after my ACL that year. You know what I mean? But like the ups and downs are just coming back off of that injury. I would say once I decided to put the work in, everything was up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everything was up. It was just like, oh man, I'm leveling up. You know what I mean? And from that point, it was just like my problem was I didn't care if I was hurt. You know what I mean? Like I didn't stretch. Like if it was a fade or a run, like that's just
Getting
kind of
to
like
it.
the era how I came up. Like basketball was like survival for me. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And so because I love the game so much, it's like, man, I get out there. Still to this day, I tried to do that shit the other day. And you know, my hip went out of place. Man, I was cooking too. Hey, bro, I was
You still nice, bro.
cooking.
You still
Nah.
nice.
Damn, motherfucking hip
He
said,
tough.
no way,
He tough.
Jose. Hey, I was cooking.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, I could probably play in the league. No. And
Nah,
the
he
next
tweaking
play
that.
was, no.
Yeah, he tweaking.
Nah, you could play a game in the league. 82 games is crazy though.
Nah, game is crazy.
82 games. I would need a year and a half of solitude on an island, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To try and play 82 games.
Yeah.
But any other league I can play in for sure.
BD,
Of
what
course.
was your top three college choices and why you went to UCLA? Like what made you stay home?
It was Duke,
Oh, word?
Kansas, UCLA.
You wanna go to Duke? Who Duke
Yeah, I
had?
was going to go to Duke, huh?
Who Duke had at that time? A point guard.
They had Elton Brand. They had Wojciechowski. William Avery wound up going there.
Okay.
It was Elton Brand, Chris Burgess, Shane Battier.
Okay.
Oh, y'all have been nice.
Yeah, I was going to go to Duke. I was going to go to Duke. But then, you know, I just felt like it was a lot of pressure for me to stay in LA. You know what I mean? UCLA and all that. So, plus I was looking at, you know, kind of two different lenses of legacy. If I go to Duke, you know, the basketball legacy is just it's all basketball, it's all hoop. I leave my past behind, leave everybody behind. You know what I mean? If I stay home, you know, it's gonna be harder, but I'm still have to like, you know, mine through the weeds. You know, find my crew, find my diamonds. You know what I mean? But like, LA need this more than like I need to be the most famous basketball player. You know what I mean? And so like that's kind of like was my decision. You know, I had my granny here and all that, and I was like, fuck it, I want to play in front of my family and friends. You know, because if I wind up at a Duke, you know what I mean? Like because Ricky Price went there and he was a McDonald's All-American.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, if I go to Duke and I get into it with anybody over here,
Yeah.
you feel me?
Yeah.
If I get into it with anybody, or they may not like my get down. You know what I mean? Or what I stand for, what I learned, and I'm hella opinionated. Like, I cannot be playing. You know what I mean? I ain't got no allies over here. And so that was kind of like that. But I was feeling Duke like crazy, bro.
Yeah. Nah, I feel like you hella California, bro. So going to UCLA and shit just made sense for you.
Yeah.
I know.
And then Kansas, man, like you know, I went on my visit with Kansas. You know, Paul from Inglewood, Paul played on my AAU team. So me and Paul, I played with Paul, you know, AAU basketball since I was like 10. So I go on a trip, you know, and it's snowing in Kansas, bro. I ain't never been in no snow. You know what I mean? I'm like, God damn, like, where do you go out here? You know what I mean? It's like, you see people walking in the snow, standing outside. You know, I'm like, damn, man, this is some cold shit. So I go, I go, Paul was like my host, but it's snowing, so I ain't really nowhere to go, bro. So, you know, we playing video games and shit, talking shit, you know, just chilling with the team. And then the next day, you know, it's team dinner and shit. I'm like, man, this is a dope ass program Roy Williams running. He running a sick program. And so I was big on Kansas too, because I really like Roy Williams. And I was like, man, this would be cool to like, be on a team where it's like team oriented. I can play point guard.
Yeah.
But then I just started like, you know, and Jock Vaughn was from Pasadena, and I looked up to Jock Vaughn a lot. You know what I mean?
That was my coach too. That's crazy.
Yeah, we had a lot of similarities as far as, you know, story and him being from Pasadena and, you know, going on me going to Crossroads. And you know, I was just like, damn, you know, Roy Williams, Jock Vaughn got a dope relationship. And then when I really start, looking at that point guard situation, I was like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, ain't no room to, to wiggle. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no, like,
Yeah.
I don't, I'm seeing Jack Vaughn kind of lose what I saw in high school and start defining himself as
Yeah.
a point guard.
That's what happened in
And I'm
Kentucky,
like,
bro.
oh, that ain't really like, I can do that. You know what I mean? I can do that.
Yeah.
Nah,
I
fact, you
can do all kind
understand?
of other shit too. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I didn't really want to be pigeonholed and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, man, like I may be too G'd up for Kansas. You know what I mean?
My type of nigga.
I
Straight
may
up.
be too G'd up for Kansas. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. I
what
gotta ask you
happened when
though.
it's cold and you mad? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nah, facts.
I gotta ask you though, bro. What's better, bro? The Drew or the Rucker, bro? I know you big on the Drew. I got a lot going on. What's bigger?
The Rucker, don't BD.
It's
Make sure you answer that correctly.
no, it's one. It's two different environments, two
That's a
different
fact.
Yeah,
leagues.
facts.
Like the Drew is a summer league, you know what I mean? And like that's where like everybody got their team, so it's like local rivals, similar to Rucker, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
But Drew is indoor, so it's just a different game,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And then the Rucker is outdoor, and that's a way different game.
Nah, facts.
But as far as like environment, you know what I'm saying? Like it's the same type of environment, it's just different type of energy.
yeah.
You know
Yo,
what I mean?
BD, you know I was there that day. I was a little kid when you came to Rucker that day. That had
Oh,
Stephon
what?
Marbury, Jermaine
Yeah,
O'Neal,
yeah.
Sean
They
Marion was
stacked the
there.
team. Sean
Like
Marion, they had
how that
everybody.
happened? How y'all was all in New York
Rayford
at once?
Austin. It was Murder. It was Murder Inc. and Fat Joe.
Okay.
And so I came and played in the Rucker. Then Kobe came and played with Murder Inc.
Uh-huh.
Right, but Fat Joe had all the other dudes, Steph, Rayford
Mm-hmm.
Austin.
Yeah.
And so everybody kept talking about this $1 billion game. Like, man, we gonna put together this $1 billion game.
Word.
And I remember Chris Gotti, that's my dog. He was like, "Yo, we need you to play. You know what I mean? We need you to
Uh-huh.
play for everybody coming out at the time. Ja Rule was hot. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The city was on fire." And so, Chris Gotti being my dude, he was like, "Man, we need you to come play. We got Derek." So Derek Anderson hit me like, "You playing?"
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
DA
"Fuck it,
was
I'm
there.
playing. If
Facts.
you
You
playing," he
play.
was like, "Hell yeah!" I was like, "Man, that shit was fun last time I went." You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's how I got my name. Too easy.
Nah, fact. I
Um,
remember.
and so when that happened, like it just became kind of like if social media was a thing, bro, that shit would have been all around the world, bro. They could
Right.
have live streamed that to millions and
Nah, that
millions
joint
of
was
It'll
people
a
broke.
because,
It'll
that was
broke the
a
internet,
that joint
bro.
was a movie. I remember.
bro, because
It
you
was
got
Icy White Wednesday.
Marbury and Rayford Austin and Kareem Reed all on the
Nah,
same
facts.
team.
That's a
You
Facts.
fact.
feel me?
Yeah.
That's like 3 New York
Mm-hmm.
McDonald's
Legends.
juggernauts on cover. You know what I mean? Like
Nah,
Facts.
that shit
facts.
was wild.
Yeah.
It was on a Wednesday too. It was Icy White
Yeah,
Wednesday.
that
You
shit
had to
was
wear
like
white
a,
tee.
a
You
regular
had to
day.
wear white tee in the crowd. I
Yeah.
swear. Yo, pull the clips up,
And
but I
then it
swear
was
you gonna see
people
everybody with a
like
white tee in the back.
it
Big
it was
4X.
so wild, bro, because I had never seen, you hear the story of the Rucker. It's like, oh, people be hanging out on the subway and the highway and in the
Nah,
Yeah.
trees and
facts.
shit. Man, it was everywhere you turn. Man, people I'm talking about I don't know how you New York people do it, man, but they was putting the chairs in top of the trees.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
serious?
we was climbing up the
like the
trees,
like the
watching the game.
seats.
Yeah, on top of
Nah.
Man,
buildings.
hey, bro,
Nah, I
they
ain't
Bro,
gonna
not
I be
lie.
trying.
playing.
You was climbing
Bro, they
trees. Nah, that's
standing
too
on
Not
high.
me,
top of the
not me. That's
That's
thing.
A.
air, bro.
It was wild. It
I
was
be
an
trying to
amazing
tell
game,
Mook.
though.
I be trying to tell Mook like New York basketball better than Indiana basketball, but
Y'all not,
he don't
bro.
believe me. I don't
Y'all did
know.
not have better
He said
basketball. No.
Indiana better than
It's
New York.
it's
BD, he bugging.
Stop.
everybody got
Nah, you
their
right.
own style. Everybody got their own style. Indiana got some dogs
Come
though.
on, they got some
Indiana,
dogs. They do, but New York,
Indiana
come
don't
on.
sleep.
who y'all players?
Nah, come
Indiana
on.
is
New York, come on.
grimy. They grimy and they hella skilled.
We skilled. We know how to play, bro. That's real shit, bro.
Indiana
Yeah.
got skills.
It's
Yo,
real
They
shit.
BD,
got some dogs.
I gotta talk to you about this because I've been telling Mook about this. So you was in indictment one day. It was like 95
This
degrees.
nigga,
I
bro.
swear. And you had a Balenciaga 5X hoodie. Like, What was you doing with that hoodie on at 95 degrees?
Oh man, you know I stay cool. Bro, you ain't see me sweat, did you? I stayed cool. I coached the whole
wasn't sweating
game.
though. That's a fact.
You know
Well,
what
why
I
you
mean?
had
I
a
wasn't really.
5X hoodie
I
on?
wasn't sweat.
He wasn't
That's
sweating.
just when that was just a vibe. You know what I mean? That was
And he
just
had
a
a big
vibe I
mask
was
on that
on.
was COVID. I said,
Yeah, I
yo,
had the
BD.
mask, all that. Yeah, I'm not here. Making
It's
sure.
the crazy BD.
Anybody cough, you gonna cough on this 5X. You know. You
Straight
sitting
up.
there, you
Dirty
probably
ass
had
New
on one
York,
of them
yo.
tight ass shirts with the sublimation on it. You know, that ain't my. Yeah, you know,
Nah, for
you was
real.
sitting over there just like Dipset.
No. Yeah, pull the clips up,
Yeah, I ain't
but
never
the
seen that.
5X hoodie
Hey,
is
you know
crazy
it's New
though.
York, bro. You gotta bring out the look. They ain't never seen that. They
Nah, that's a
niggas, they
fact.
ain't never seen the long shorts with the fight. You know, you just had to
Facts.
bring the style back before it came back. Now you see
Uh,
people
Yeah.
wearing baggy
I just gotta
shit.
hit
Respect,
the answer.
respect. Hey, what was that day like when Kobe pulled up to the Drew though, man? Paint that picture for us, man.
I wasn't there.
Oh, you missed it? Dang.
Hell yeah! I was like, man, fuck that. I ain't going. Because LeBron, I just brought
Yeah, I
LeBron
seen Bron play.
the day before, and I had to leave, and they was like, yo, Kobe coming up. He want to get a run, and I was like, man, shit, bro.
The
Like I ain't
Drew.
going back to the Drew again today.
Yeah.
And I had to leave, so I had to cut out of town. But no, I wasn't there that day. That was
Yo,
Damn.
that.
yo, nah, but he was
I
there
mean,
this
you
day.
heard about it. You heard about it. It
Hold
was
on,
damn near like I heard about it
BD,
on the plane. Like, damn.
BD, you was there this
So,
day when you and Nick Young went at it. He made you full. I saw that.
did I fall? Probably.
No,
I
you
probably.
almost fell. Don't do that. You almost fell.
Oh, I mean, bro, that was the first time Nick Young ever made a move
Nah,
in a
yo,
playoff
pull
meet.
the clips
Like,
up.
you know what I mean?
Nah.
Like, you gotta think. You gotta think. Anytime Nick Young, any dude make a move on me, it's like it's cemented in their
Yo,
life.
he
You
had
know what
BD
I
on his
mean?
He
heels.
talking
He
shit.
did.
But he had BD on his heels though. I ain't gonna lie, but it was
Nah,
OBD.
let him talk, bro. Listen to him.
My fault,
Yeah,
BD.
he got a couple moves off. He was
Yeah.
talking. He was feeling it. He came in the gym feeling himself. You know what I mean? And he was like, "Okay, don't run up on me, OG. I'm not playing today." You know, and I wasn't. You know,
Yeah.
he got me. But you know, hey, look, 1-on-ones, bro. I'm not playing. I can't name a person that got a 1-on-one winning record series outside of Kobe.
I believe that.
You like that in the ones?
I believe that.
I gotta
Oh,
play you
what?
on ones. I
I
gotta play
believe
you
that.
on ones, yo.
Bro,
Let me know when you're ready.
I got 100 moves and 1,000 counters.
I believe that.
Nah, you was tough. I ain't gonna lie.
A
One of my
thousand
favorite
moves,
PGs. I
10,000
believe that shit.
counters.
Nah, fact. He one of my favorite PGs. I ain't gonna lie.
Come on, man. No, but that's all we did. Like I remember when I was in high school, it was me, Jay Hart, Kenny Broner. I remember James Harden coming up there in high school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I used to just call whoever was dope, young, high school, college, pros. We used to just call them up to the gym and
Mm-hmm.
1-on-ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, one on one I
Knockout
want to
all
see.
day.
I want to see.
That's when I
I
knew
want to see
James
you
Harden
again.
was gonna be real, bro.
You wanna
Yeah.
see him?
Because he was in high
Yeah.
school, and I was like, man, who is this kid guarding me? Like I can't even guard him.
Yeah.
He was the nicest in the gym. Brandon
Yeah.
Jennings was like that too,
Oh,
early
Yeah.
on.
we gotta talk about B Jennings in a minute. But keep going.
Yeah, it was just we got some dogs.
Now I want to see. I want to see you and Gilbert Arenas ones. That shit or Steve Francis.
Nah, see, why they keep comparing you to Steve Francis?
That'd been crazy.
I don't know, man. We should call that fool and ask that
Oh,
fool right
we gotta
now.
get Steve on this.
No, that was my dog. You know the thing about franchise though, I think because we got compared a lot, because we dunk.
That was
You know what I
dunking,
mean?
bro.
Like we was
Yeah.
the first dunking guards.
Thanks.
Uh-huh.
And like I would say with franchise, like he was the first combo guard that you couldn't like he could play 1, 2, 3. You know what I
Yeah.
Nah,
mean?
facts.
From a point guard size because he could rebound. You know what I mean? He attack like he was similar to Russ. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like with his energy, like just how active he was. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
like he also had like Kyrie wiggle. You know what I mean? Or like
Yeah.
he had a mix.
Yeah.
He had a bag. And so I think that's why. But like mine was just different. I was more like I would consider myself more a traditional point guard. You know what I mean? That just could do all the other shit too.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why we got compared. But like Steve Francis, me 1-on-1, that ain't even.
Oh,
That's
word.
man, we're not.
What score?
I
What
like
score?
that
What
shit.
score? Top 1 through 8.
I
Score
don't know.
10.
I don't
Game
know.
is
I
10.
don't know. We ain't never
He
played
just say he gonna
1-on-1. But
win, bro.
He's going
yeah,
to
yeah,
win.
yeah.
Just
We
gonna
ain't never
win.
played
I
1-on-1.
like
We
that.
ain't
Fuck
never.
all
I like
that.
that
I play
energy.
1-on-1 now, though.
Yeah.
Still. Nah, but I call him every week. That's my dog. He'll call me or I call him and be like, yo, bro, you know you
And
can't
we
beat
got to get
me.
Steve Francis on this, too.
Fact. That'd be tough.
Facts.
Nah, bro. So you get drafted in the lottery. Your first
Mhm.
year to your second year was a big leap. What did you learn going through that to help you prepare for that second year going to the league? What was your first
I
year
was
like?
hungry, bro. They told me I couldn't shoot. You know, the
Mm.
game was different. The game was slower. You
Mm-hmm.
know
Yeah.
what I mean? The game was more like a mental strain, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because like you couldn't make 3 or 4 mistakes and expect to win.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? It was like it ain't no. You get up 20, it's hard to come back. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because they take the air out the ball, they throwing the ball inside, getting to the line. You know, it's just your margin for error is small.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's in the details, and so for me coming in, it wasn't my talent. You know what I mean? It was just a lot of times it just be opportunity,
Facts. I always
right?
say
It
that about the
wasn't a
league,
lot
bro.
of
No, facts,
playing
facts.
opportunity,
That's
right?
all
Or
it is, bro.
opportunity for
No,
me to
facts.
close a game, or like I don't even think I started one game my rookie year.
Yeah.
Damn, who
So
started in
not
front of
having
you?
ability, huh?
Who started in front of you?
David Wesley, then they move Anthony
I remember
Mason to
David
point.
Wesley.
You know what I mean?
R.I.P.
Like everybody got a chance to start, but me, I felt like, you know what I
Yeah.
Mm.
mean? And you know how it is. It's almost like once you start, like that's your moment. You know what I mean?
Facts.
But
No,
I
facts.
never got that moment. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? It was just in spurts and bursts. And so when the season was over, they told me like, oh, you know, the reason why I don't play, you couldn't shoot, or like, I'm like, man, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I'll be back. So I was
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what? I'm gonna stay here. So I stayed in Charlotte for a month and a half, and I just worked on my shot so they can see me shoot the ball
Facts.
and
I
be there
agree.
like, oh shit, like look at this guy, he can shoot
Yeah.
now. You know what I mean?
Nah,
And then
that's
I
how it is
came
though.
back. Look,
It be
bro, I
small
came
shit.
to LA. When I got back home, I was. It was almost like it's almost like we started a basketball game.
Yeah.
We was just driving around the city. Whoever, if it was the NBA Summer League, Drew League, Real Run, that run, hey, we was pulling up
Yeah.
Nah,
5 deep. We
facts.
pulling up 5 deep. We going for 40. Try to go for, try to score 100 points in a day. You know what I mean? We just hopping in leagues, hopping on teams. And I think that's kind of like what took me to a whole nother level. Cause then like my athleticism, you know what I mean? I'll start being able to lift, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
like kind of like I was fully healed from my knee injury, you
Mm-hmm.
know, from college too. So, you know, that next year was just like, man, I'm so upset that I didn't get a chance to start. That every time I get the ball by the rim, I'm just gonna try and boom on somebody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boom and shoot threes and get my assists. You know what I mean?
Nah,
And
facts.
play defense. You know, so that was it. I say that was a testament of that. Just I was hella motivated, and as a
Yeah.
gym rat, I was just man. I'm chasing all phase. I'm running down all phase.
Facts. Got to. That Golden State We Believe team, man, y'all had a whip. Going into that year, did you know that y'all had something special? Or you just was like, shit, we just about to
Hell
learn
no.
to hoop. Yeah.
Hell no.
We about to see what's up.
Hell no, bro. We was like shit. We ain't gonna be too good.
Bro, so yeah, you ain't know y'all was gonna be nice that year?
No.
You had no clue?
Uh, nah, man. Me and Jay Rich had a little meeting at like the All Star weekend before, and we was like, man, we gonna come back and kill. And we had talent.
Yeah.
We just wasn't one of them teams that was gonna be fighting for a playoff position. You know what I
Facts.
mean?
Yeah.
Like if anything, we was gonna be like 10, 9, 11. you know, it was just a lot of, you know what I mean? We had talent, but it was just better talent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so going into the year, it was like, yo, we can, you know, if we can hover around 500, we may get a chance. You know what I mean? But that was Nelly first year, and so, you know, Troy Murphy, Dunleavy was balling, and you know, when Dunleavy ball, we win. You feel what I'm saying? If Dunleavy and Murphy ball, we win. But like, we needed more like playmaking help. You know what I mean? And so when we got the trade for Steven Jackson, Al, that really like helped us. You know what I mean? Because it also like Monte was killing. You know what I mean? So it freed up Monte. You know what I'm saying? And it was really like me, Monte, Jay Rich, Matt was, you know, balling coming into his own. But we just needed more I would say playmaking talent. You know what I mean? And like more active talent or vets that could go get, you know what I mean, could go get some money. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And so when we made the trade, like we wasn't that good. Like we was losing. We was like, you know, win one, may lose three, and then I got hurt.
Yeah.
So I had knee surgery. And so I missed like I think 3 or 4 weeks or something like that, maybe 6 weeks. And I remember the team just kind of like hover. We win a couple, lose one, win one. You know, they beat Indiana. Jack and Al went off, and I was like, man, everybody was like, yo, that's what we've been waiting for. You know what I mean? And it was just, I think after that, we just started trying to find our way. And then when I came back, I think that I was like the final piece to the puzzle.
Yeah.
Because I was sitting there watching at home on TV. I watched every game, and I'm like, damn, dude, if I would have played in this game and I would have just had 8 points, 6 assists, a steal, and a rebound. So I'm looking at the game like, how could I have done something to help this team win by 4, win by 6? So when I came back, you know, we had lost to Gilbert in Washington. We had a big team meeting. We had Detroit next. And we just sat there and chopped it up as a team and was like, yo, bro, this going to be our role. You know, we got dudes on this team can go for 40. I was like, I ain't no 40-point scoring dude. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather have 20 and 20. You know what I mean? So, like, those my goals. But, like, 40 ain't my goal. If y'all need me to do that, cool. But I ain't really comfortable. You know what I mean? Going to get you 35. Like, I don't know. I'm cool. Let me set the table. Jay Rich can get 40, close his eyes. Monte can get 40, close his eyes. Al Harrington can get 40, close his eyes. Let's let them dudes try and get 40. Right. That's all y'all worry about. Just go get all the money. Jack, me and you, and Matt, you know, Matt, you the glue dude. Beatrice, all you got to do is rebound. You know what I mean? Peaches, energy. Stack, I need your brain. You know what I mean? That's how we start. Man, that's how we start rocking. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's really how we started rocking, and it became like we can guard anybody. We, you know, even if like we were switching 1 through 5 sometime.
No, fact. I remember
knowing that. Okay, if we switch 1 through 5 and Beatrice switch on, like Darren Williams, we gonna shrink the court, make them pass the ball to somebody. Like the goal was to always get the ball. The ball should wind up in the hands of the person that can do the least amount in 5 seconds.
That's a fact.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's kind of people was like, oh man, y'all was just out there balling or just playing street ball. It's like hell no, bro. The way we was playing, you had to be hella smart. You know what I mean? You got to be so fucking smart because you had to know when to switch, how to switch, when, you know what I mean?
But y'all made that shit look good.
They beat Dallas.
It looked like y'all was just out there having fun. Y'all made it look good, bro.
Right, because we knew the only way we could, like, we got blocks, we got steals, you know what I mean? Like, guards rebounded. It was just kind of like this gang mentality and this gang approach. And at the time, it was really unorthodox.
Yeah.
Right, because Al Harrington would play the 5. And
y'all started the small ball shit, bro.
Yeah. So that was just kind of like throwing people off to where like crazy. I was the big, I'm a big guard, so I can post up any guard.
Yeah.
So you got a double team, and now you got Al Harrington stretching the floor. you know what I mean, at the 5,
That's
it
dangerous.
caused a lot of matchup problems, you know what I mean? And then you got Monte
Yeah,
over here that
basket.
can't nobody guard, you know what I
Hard
mean?
right.
Yep.
I
You
know
ain't
him
getting
hard
it.
right.
You can't guard Monte. Monte
Yeah.
is
You gonna get to that right.
unguardable.
He gonna get to that right hand. He hate that left.
Well, I
He gonna get
thought
to that
Monte
right.
was going. Hey, his rookie year in training camp, I was like, "Hey, bro, who is this dude? He about to take my spot." Swear to God. hey, dog,
Nah, he
I
about to fuck you.
swear.
Nah,
I
he was
was
a
like,
basket.
who? I was like, who is this dude? They wasn't even talking about it. I know we drafted him. I was like, yo, this dude about to take my spot, yo.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh shit, he not a point guard. Whew. Hey, dog, get over there.
Straight
Let me
up.
throw you the ball. You
I
straight?
got you, nigga.
Straight up. Yo, BD, I want to talk about like what made you sign with Reebok that year? Cause it was you, Steve Francis, Kenyon Martin. I used to watch those
For
commercials
me,
all
I
the
wanted
time.
to direct. I wanted to direct commercials. I wanted to have more like creative control. And at the time, it was like dope doing all the Nike commercials, being a part of the Nike family, working with a bunch of different directors and seeing how they was doing it. But I was just like itching to be more creative. You know what I mean? And taking the jump to Reebok, I had just a lot more creative freedom. I was like, they treated me like an entrepreneur. You know what I mean? They was helping me build my brand off the court. And so
Oh, that's
that's
tough.
really what I was looking for Reebok was like, oh, okay, I see. Like, I can take Reebok and take my brand, and now I can be okay. I want to get into movies. You know what I mean? I want to get into like style fashion. You know what I mean? I want to get into hip hop, and so it was almost like a way for us to learn each other. You know what I mean? And work with like the top execs at Reebok as they was trying to figure out, how to like unearth culture. You know what I mean? I was really like in the middle of it. You know what I mean? And in the middle of that conversation, and I felt at that point, you know, I can have my own little brand, my own shoes. You know what I
Right.
mean? And this is how I wanted to rock. And so I think we did some epic shit when I was at Reebok. Like we had a party with Jay. You know what I mean? For All Star Weekend,
That's tough.
that was huge. We did like a TV show series that was like a um, like a like an unscripted type of series called Frank with Emmanuel Shariki from Entourage. It was dope.
All right, BD. Appreciate you for tapping in with us, bro.
Facts, OG.
Definitely, man. Like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Get us together, man. Hit that
Please.
button.
Please.